Okay, hey, welcome back everyone. This is Crystal Raven with Grandma Plays. Nerdy and I have merged plots, so now I have this big massive plot. So, this is kind of, let me get fly mode enabled real quick. Okay, this is kind of a calling all help for the lollipop guilds that play and our members that are on. What I'm doing is, now that I've got this big merged plot, I am started. Basically, I am going to build a maze using quartz. I'm having to buy it because I can't get into the mine that gets it. I'm sinking lights, of course. But, you know, it's going to pretty much be like, you know, how that one just looped you there. Then there's going to be, you know, ones that go to dead ends. Basically, I'm going to build a maze. It's going to have all kinds of different features, you know, long twisty turns that you're sitting there running around forever trying to figure out how to get yourself to where you need to go. You know, like up that one let to dead end. You know, these are just a few of the ones that I've started building. I'm basically going to fill this whole grassy area. As you can see, it is big. It is going to be some massive turns, you know, and massive dead ends that you have to go back and spend a long time trying to figure out how to get your way back to. And I'm not going to tell anybody what side yet, but this side I'm going to completely glass it in where you cannot get to them without going through the maze. They're going to be, I'm going to build a town here. And this little cutout of our property. And I'm going to build another town over here. Now, the deal is, one of these towns is going to actually have working shops where you can buy wood, buy candy, buy armor, you know, and sell it. You know, it's going to have an actual functioning working town. The other one, don't know if it's going to be town A or town B or town A or town B, whichever way you want to call them, is going to be a dummy town, where if you make it to that town, it's just a bunch of buildings that look really cool. You know, with, you know, so this is going to be a town. I'm going to build all kinds of towns, you know, like have fishmongers where it looks like you can go fishing and then buy and sell your fish, but in the fake town, you can't. You can go fishing, but you can't sell them. You have to go back into the maze and figure out where you went wrong to lead you to the town where you can sell stuff. You know, and in the maze, I'm gonna probably put some trap doors. I mean, pressure plates that open trap doors and you fall down, you know, into like a 5 deep hole or 6 deep hole where you can't jump out of it, you know. Probably really only would need a 4 deep hole, because without the ability to fly, you can't jump out of it. But all the tunnels, all the maze itself, are going to just be 2 deep high, because see, I can fly this. Yeah, I can enable my fly and I can get through it faster, but what good is it gonna do to whip through it faster if I miss the turn that could actually lead me out? So yeah, it's gonna be too high over the whole thing. I have the sign up that this is the site for the Lollipop Guild Maze. Please build here or please donate quartz. Like I said, because I cannot get into the Candy Lord mine. I did have someone give me some, but most of this I've had to buy. So, any of the Lollipop Guild that has access to Candy Lord, please get me I've got 5 here, but I'm probably going to need way more than 5 to make this the proper maze I want. Like I said, I want this maze to be massive. It's going to be massive. I want it to be cool. I want it to be where people don't, I'm going to have several twists and turns, but I'm also going to make one straight shot. Well, not necessarily a straight shot, but a short, a shortcut where basically, say, it only takes the distance to run across with a couple of turns to get straight there. I want 2 ways. Well, there'll be 3 ways to get to each town. There will be a semi-short way that pretty much takes you from over there all the way to here with maybe 1-2 little turns, but pretty much straight, like a straight shot. Then there's going to be one way that twists you back around, takes you a good while to get to it. And then I want one way that leads from this maze over to that maze, and so that way, if this is, say, the fake maze and you need to go over there, you know the door you came out of, so you can either go back the way you came and start the maze over, or you can try one of the other 2 options, which one option will lead you to the next town and the other one will lead you basically back to starting over again. So yeah, that's my goal to plan to do with mine and Nerdy's big, I know I load slow, big, massive plot. I want it to be this really huge, fun maze. I've already had a couple of kids when they found out I've been building a maze. They've been coming in and having fun just playing in the little part I've already got done. Even though it's not a complete maze. I'm also thinking about getting, right here y'all see I have one of each. I have 4 mines. Well, I have Muncher, Candy King, and Candy God ranks. Let's see. Thinking about getting Salty or Chibi to put one down and it being the Candy God rank. And then get someone to put one down in the Candy King. And then, of course, I've already got the Chomper one. But then get Lucius or Oz to put one down over there. So that means I'd have Chomper and Muncher, Candy King, and Candy God. So people can kind of see. I wish I knew somebody in all the ranks so I could eventually get a plot mined for, you know, Muncher, Chomper, Hoarder, you know, all the ranks, and put one of all the ranks so people could see they could fly over and say, oh, okay, you know. But I've got 4 mines here. I got 4 different ranks, so what I'm going to do is have a mine representing all the different Lollipop Guild members. So that's a little thing I wanted to get posted so I could get y'all in here, send out the call to the Lollipop Guild, come help contribute to building. You can either work on the maze, help me work on the maze, or help me work on building the towns, because I want to get 2 towns built. They're going to be done in the Lollipop Guild colors, which is magenta, pink, purple, you know, and of course white. Basically, same colors of the castle. We're going to build 2 towns. One's going to be a just cutesy town, and one's going to be a legit town. And then there's going to be, like I said, the 3 ways to get into them from the maze. And, of course, there'll be a 4th way to get to the town, but that will only be for guild members. You know, because guild members have different access than non-members. So, I'll shout out to all the Lollipop Guild. When you get on OP blocks, please help me, even if it's just grab the quartz.
We represent the